All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
We got this.
It's a first down following a gain of 3. The first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running with Howard. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Howard, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. On 1st and goal, Howard looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. These two teams all tied after 1. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Howard. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Let's get it.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On the toss play, Howard. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 19 yards.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Nigel Bradham brings him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
Give me radar.
From the gun, here's Stafford. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Wentz. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds Howard complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Stafford. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. We We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Amendola, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second and 10, Stafford again. His throw incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now attempt carry for Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Eagles 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's taken to the 26. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. From the 39, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mac Hollins the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And Jeffrey's got it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And that's complete to Jeffrey. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They go with Howard again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Set. 180. Like 7.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Danny Amendola, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. Hey, watch the screen, watch the 87.
From the 29, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he connects with Ertz. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Howard pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz, and the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Howard. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Wentz going to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, Zoo.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On first down, it's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
80 weapons.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He's going to look deep down into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there.
You draw Corkers.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
45, Lions 13. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
57's the right. Watch 57.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. At the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Stafford. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Defense all day. All day.
General West.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Got a man. It's Amendola. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 2nd down, Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll run with Bawden, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Set. 60.
50 seconds to Mike. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go to Johnson again. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Eagles' 35-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the ball. Out. Hey, 22.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
And a great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want.
And that's caught inside the 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3